Why do most bad drivers seem to be Asian? Asks DM26, a white male from Vancouver, Canada. From yforum, it's Dare to Ask. Penny, 19, an Asian female from Stockton, California, said, "It is a myth. What's more, if you check with someone who works in the auto insurance industry, you will find that Asians have the lowest rate of auto accidents." Said Niti from Pittsburgh, "I cannot drive here in North America. It will take me at least another year to get comfortable with everything on the wrong side of the road. Asia entirely drives on the left. Try driving on the left after spending a lifetime doing the exact opposite." Here's S, a black male from California. While Asian is an all-encompassing term, I have noticed that in general, there is a truth in the question. There seems to be an inability to understand what is going on around them. Replied Daniel, a 22-year-old Asian male from Indianapolis, "I am Asian and am a horrible driver. I don't know if it is that I can't see all the traffic signs and cars because of my squinty eyes or because there are usually 7 people trying to fit in my Toyota, and it's hard to compensate for the weight. I'm just joking about all of that, except that I am Asian and don't have a single point on my license." Here's what we found. One need only look at the data to draw conclusions. California has had big decreases in traffic fatalities in recent years, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. California has a lot of Asians. Therefore, Asians probably did not get in their cars there in recent years. Conversely, Alaska had one of the biggest increases in traffic fatalities. It doesn't have a high Asian population. Therefore, again, Asians probably didn't drive a lot there. Sure, you think we're interpreting statistics to fit misperceptions, or you think we should quote these NHTSA findings. In 2002, only about 2% of all Asian deaths were attributable to traffic crashes, about in line with blacks and whites, and lower than American Indians and Hispanics. Between 1999 and 2004, Asians had the highest rate of valid licenses. Among drivers killed between 1999 and 2004, other minority groups were as likely as Asians to have had a previous conviction for a crash or speeding and were more likely to have been convicted of a DUI. To make sense of all this, we found a respected research team, the Good Asian Drivers. That's a transgender slam poet and lesbian folk rocker duo who drove themselves on a 30-state tour and caused 0 wrecks. "We're out to break down that and other stereotypes," said Melissa Lee, the folky part of the pair, which also includes Kit Yan. Lee said, "We've heard all the racist comments. Gooks can't ride. Your eyes are too small. You can't see to drive." But in fact, it was someone else in LA who hit us. I get angry at other drivers too, but I try not to associate it with race. Nia C., 30, and black from Chicago asked this question. Why are white people so dogmatic about grammar? Good grammar isn't linked to intelligence. 37-year-old J.M., a white male from Connecticut, said, I admit that proper grammar is important to me and that I form an at least partially negative impression of people who use poor grammar. I agree that good grammar does not equate with intelligence, but poor grammar does not suggest someone is particularly intelligent. Maria, who's white and 50 from Raleigh, North Carolina, replied, grammar is not linked to intelligence, but that's the perception. And it doesn't matter the race of the language mangler. Speaking non-standard English can give the impression the speaker is ill-educated. As an employer, I look for people who can communicate well and who will represent my company in a professional and positive way. Here's Mr. Patrick from Florida. I proudly speak and write American English, do it to the best of my abilities, judge people on their merits, not the color of their skin, love my country, and avoid people who want to destroy it, and love my private school college degree and six-figure job. Can I get a woohoo? Jax, JLB, a white female from Jacksonville. If I need an urban dictionary or a primer on the meaning of web-based acronyms to read and understand a post or commentary, I discount the content entirely and move on. A poorly written argument full of grammatical and or spelling errors suggests the writer is either intellectually lazy, poorly educated, or both. And Friedman, a white male, said, my black friends who are educated and have excellent grammar turn it on and off like a switch, depending on who they are talking to. M. Terry 2216, a 36-year-old white female, told us, being a substitute teacher, I could ask one student to answer a question and almost cringe at the grammar while they're speaking. But another student speaks so eloquently. And this is a white and black child, respectively. It's all in the education and whoever is doing the upbringing of a child. B.R. Patton said, has nothing to do with race. Stupid, classless, uneducated people don't speak correct English. Here's what we found. Bill White has written the Grammar Police column for the Morning Call in Allentown, Pennsylvania. He's no Caucasian snob. For this guy, stressing good grammar isn't about looking down on others, whatever their race. It's about holding to a standard. I'm fine with casual use and slang in the right situations, and I recognize that language evolves. But people will judge you in a non-positive way if you're sloppy with spelling and grammar. And it shows a certain disrespect that you didn't take the trouble to proofread something you sent. White said while street dialect is okay among friends, he draws the line at teaching something like Ebonics in the schools. I don't know that I want to say there is no standard and talk however you want. We're better off knowing that standard so we can communicate in any circle. And there are payoffs to standard English, he joked. My own family can't get lay and lie correct. They tell the dog to go lay down, but the dog responds better to me because I use correct grammar. For more on this groundbreaking cross-cultural Q&A project, visit youdaretoask.com.